Okay, I will be playing Jack. Jen will be playing the investigators. Now I will choose my hideout. I'm going to pick 154 for my hideout. So I will then mark it up top here in this grayed out circle. Okay, so write down 154. Now for this video, just for visual purposes, I'm going to place this green meeple here to show where my hideout is. Normally Jen would not know, and it would not be revealed, but just for this video, I'm going to place a green meeple there so you can see where it is. Okay? And also for Jack's movement, I'm going to use this builder meeple from Carcassonne, so you could track his movement on the board, just for visual purposes. Again, in a normal game, this would not be seen. You would not be able to see where Jack is moving. Okay, so now I will take the 8 women tokens. 5 of them have a red dot on one side, and the other 3 are blank, and I will place them on the board. So I'll take the first one with the red dot representing the wretched ones and place her on 147. I will then take a blank one. I guess I'll put her up here at 21. I'll take another blank one and place her on 65. I'll take another one representing the wretched one, place her on 54. One more wretched one, I'll place her up here, all the way up here at 3. Okay, I'll put one blank one here at 27. I'll place one wretched one here on 84. And the final wretched one here on 149. Now remember, all the wretched ones, the women tokens, must be placed on these red circles. Okay. Now it goes over to Jen. If you're playing with more than one player, you would take the police tokens, you would shuffle them and place them here on the board, and then flip the top one over, and that would be the lead police investigator for that turn, that round. Being it's just me and Jen playing, it's just Jen. You don't really have to worry about it. So, Jen will take the police tokens, the police patrolling tokens. There are 2 blank ones, and then one representing each color with that color dot on the other side of it. So first she'll place this green one here, and they must be placed on a black square with a yellow border. So she'll place one there. She'll place a blank one over here. The yellow one she will place up top here. She'll place another blank one here. She'll place the blue one here. Then she'll place the brown one up here. And finally, she will place the red one over here. Okay, so now it comes back to me. I will reveal the wretched ones. So what I like to do is flip them over first, where they are. Okay, and if it's a blank one, I just take it off the board. And then I like to replace them with a pawn one by one. This way you don't forget which one was which, I just like to do that so I remember where they went. After the wretched one pawns are placed, you move the time track to Roman numeral 1. I actually should have did this before I placed the wretched one pawns on, but there it is. Okay, now I choose whether to kill or wait. And I think I'm going to wait. It's Jen's turn. They move the time and the crime token up to Roman numeral 2. And then they move the wretched one pawns. Now there's some special rules with these wretched one movements. The wretched ones can move one adjacent circle from where they are at. So this lady here can move from here to here. Okay? The black squares do not affect them. They cannot stop at a circle next to a police token. So this lady here, say this lady was here, she cannot stop here. Okay? She can stop here because this black square here would be the next adjacent movement for the police token. Okay, but being that these two are in front of her, they do not affect that. Okay, next special movement or restriction is they cannot end their turn on a crime scene token, which we'll get into in a few minutes here. And finally, they cannot move through a police token. So this lady cannot move from here to here through the police token. Okay, so now Jen is going to move the wretched ones. She's going to first move this lady here, and she's going to move her here. She's going to try and get them closer to the police tokens. Okay, this one here, she's going to come here. She's going to move this lady here. Here. She's going to move this lady all the way up here. Down to here. And finally this lady here. Down to here. So now it comes back to me. I get to choose and reveal one police token. So I am going to choose this one here. And it is a blank one. You simply remove it from the board. And then I go back up to whether or not I want to kill a woman or wait. Alright, so I'm going to wait. Alright, so it goes back to Jen. She moves the time track one more to Roman numeral 3. And then she moves the wretched ones again. So she's going to move this lady here to here. She's going to move this lady from here to here. She's going to move this lady from here to here. Now this lady, she cannot move it to here because that is adjacent to this police token. There is no black square between her and the police token. So she will move her here. Same thing with this lady. So Jen will move her here instead. Okay, so now I choose another police token to reveal, and I will go. I'm going to choose this one here. Okay. So it's the blue one. Okay, then we do it again. I'm going to choose to wait one more time, one more round. So it goes back to Jen, and Jen moves the time of the crime token down to Roman numeral 4. Now once it gets to 5, I have to kill a lady. But so the next turn, I'm going to have to kill a lady. But we'll see, we'll get to that in a second. So then Jen's going to start moving the wretched ones from here to here. She's going to move this lady from here to here. She's going to move this lady over to here. And this lady up here to 9. And then finally, she's going to move this lady here. Up to here. Okay, so now I choose one more police token to reveal. I'm going to choose this guy up here. And it is the brown player. Okay, so and it comes back to me. So now I have to kill one of the wretched ones. And I'm going to choose this lady here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is place a crime scene token where she was on 9. Okay, and then I'm going to take my time track sheet, and on the first night under Roman numeral 4, I'm going to put 9 down. Okay. Now what I'd like to do is take one of the women tokens with the red dot and one of the wretched pawns, and then I just take them and put them back in the box. So it's just a little easier instead of trying to remember the next round to take one away. Okay, so we remove all of the wretched one pawns. Then it goes back to Jen, and she will replace the patrolling tokens with the police pawns. So what I like to do is again flip them over one by one, removing any of the blank ones, and then replacing that pawn with their corresponding color. So now, like I said before, I'm going to place this builder meeple on 9 to represent that's where Jack is, so you guys can see visually. One thing I always forget to do is when I kill the lady, I'm supposed to remove the time track marker and replace it with the Jack pawn. Okay. So now I have 15 turns, or I should say time movements, plus another 3 to get back to my hideout or I lose the game. Okay, so 18 total. Okay, so now it's my turn. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, so I don't forget, is move the Jack pawn to 3. And then I'm going to decide where to move and record that on my time track sheet under Roman numeral 3. So I am going to move from 9 to 8. Okay. And again, mark it under Roman numeral 3, put 8. And again, Jen wouldn't see that. You know, that builder meeple wouldn't be there. Jen wouldn't see it. Okay, so it goes to Jen's turn. And then Jen will move each police pawn. So what would happen in a normal game is with more than 2 players, everybody would move their pawns. And then they would search for clues or execute an arrest. Okay, so it goes back to Jen. And now first thing she does is move her pawns. Now the police can move 2 squares, 2 black squares, ignoring the circles for now. So Jen's going to move the green guy here, 1, 2. The yellow guy, 1, 2. She's going to move the red guy here, 1, 2. No, it's going to be the brown guy. 1, 2. And the blue guy here. 1, 2. She can either search for clues or execute an arrest. Now she know I was at 9 on the board. She doesn't know if I moved to 10, 8, 11, 3, or 2. So what she's going to do is she's going to search for clues. And what that means is she can search for any circle adjacent to her, meaning any circle that does not have a black box, a black square between her and that circle. So Jen's going to say, were you at 10? I'm going to say no. Then she's going to ask, were you at 9? I'm going to say yes. And now you place this red or this yellow clue token there. Okay. So then it comes back to me.